This is the race that's the link from last Friday, dude, or last Thursday. That's the race that me and you did last Thursday, the name of the race. It wasn't Monday. That was the race we did.
Here we go as we watch Red Tucker in that 99 machine take us around the corner right now. Here, Wesley, we're back on the air here. 3 laps into this race. Red Tucker in the 99 will take us across the line 4 laps down to 1.
All right, so I think we got that hiccup cleared up and out of the way. Right now, we're 4 laps into stage number 1 of 140 laps tonight here for the over-the-top Designs Xfinity Series. And right now, Red Tucker leading in the early go. When there's that purple 99, the 11 of Scruggs behind. Dodson will follow. Trabue on the back straightaway. Top 4, single file, pull away.
As we're starting to see right now here, Wesley are going to race it down to lap 35. As you see Dustin Scruggs there in the second position, the 11. We see a battle for third ensuing right and now. It is tight for the third position going down to corner number 1.
Field working their way again off of turn number 2 to the back straightaway again here at the 1.5 mile at Kentucky Motor Speedway as Red Tucker is out in front. Scruggs, Trabue, everybody now riding the top of the conveyor belt. Single file as they close again out of turn 4.
Single file race so far right now here around the track, going down the front stretch right now. So Red Tucker in the 99 leading the way here, Wesley. Not seeing a lot of battles going on down right now, down into 1 single file all the way down to about the 8th position.
Now, for the most part, they're very, very comfortable and just kind of being patient, if you will, riding and driving to go to the end of stage number 1. As, again, these drivers going 140 laps. What did you say, 30 laps to stage 1?
35.
35. So 35 for the first 2 stages. And then they'll have that 70-lap sprint to the checkered flag at the stage number 3 for the run for the money. It is Red Tucker, the leader, Scruggs in second. As you're on board now with Kerry Trabue now in third. There's the rear deck lid of his car. There's the front of his car. And the man out of Huntington Beach is making a run on Scruggs, but he can't get there out of 2.
Kerry Trabue in that 7 machine here, been waiting for him to crack into victory lane. Maybe here tonight and Kentucky right now. Battle for a second. Now trying to battle the 11 down to 3 and 4. Trying to inch that nose to the inside right now here. Wesley, as we're down the front stretch here, make it lap 8 down to 1.
They certainly are. Again, we're back under the green flag here. As right now, it is again Kerry Trabue leading the way. Red Tucker again holding on to that top spot. Trabue now trying to make the run on Scruggs for that 3rd spot, if you will. There's the podium as they work their way off the back straightaway.
Backstretch right now. Looks like a single file lane all the way down to 10th. Kerry Trabue still trying to get that 2nd position away from the 11 right now. Around 3 and 4. We watch this battle for a second here on lap 8 right now. Wesley still a long way to go here at Kentucky as we're seeing a lot of jockeying for position. These drivers getting comfortable with a little bit of a different track what we've seen so far.
Yeah, certainly just holding their line right now. Again, just kind of just being patient because this is a long race. 130 laps to go when they come back to the line. And again, around 25 laps remaining in stage number 1. Red Tucker, the leader. There goes the 23 of Stephen Thomas. He now makes a run into the top 10. One of those sick with it motorsports, number 23 from West Virginia, trying to make a run on Georgia's Adam Newbert. That goes on for again 6th and 7th as the battle for 2nd goes on into turn 1.
Yeah, battle for 2nd right now raging on. We watch other battles inside the top 10 right there. You see Andrew McGonigal under fire from that 94 machine. He holds on out of 2, and you just touched on it there. Wesley Sick with it Motorsports here has been the money team here as of late with Adam Newbert leading the way in that 4 machine. Adam Newbert here we watch here at the tail end of this race. He loves the long end races here. We'll have 70 laps to close out this race here tonight. Watch that 4 machine at the closing end.
Working their way again off the corner back into turn number 1 and 2. The leader is still Red Tucker. More trucks starting to drive out of the lane, if you will. That's that battle between McGonigal and Newbert and Thomas working off the back straightaway. There they are, single file. No one jumping out of line. It's Parsons now cracking the top 5 out of 3.
Right now you see Parsons right there. You know, coming off here, Wesley, off of what happened last week in this series, trying to bounce back in that 23 machine was very strong. There goes 20 right there. That's Parsons. You also look at Thomas right there in that 23 machine. No bad blood between those 2 drivers. One took the victory, one didn't. here tonight, Wesley. They're both trying to get back into victory lane here tonight, as it looks like Parsons will hold on off of 2.
Working the way again. The leader is still Rhett Tucker. Kerry Trudeau has now moved to the number 2 spot. He just got around the driver of Dustin Scruggs. Hunter Parsons, by the way, in now side of those drivers. Meg Ronigal, Ashley Dodson. This battle going on with now Thomas looking on as they work their way off the back straightaway.
Coming down in 3 right now, I see Adam Newbert on that top side. You see the 44 machine right there, still trying to get comfortable here at Kentucky, going down to 3 and 4. Not a lot of battles for position right now. Hank Gaskin in 36, and think about going to the inside of the 44 machine. No, Wesley, we're still thinking about it. Nope. Down the front stretch right now, going to make it lap 15, down to 1.
Working that way again, back off into turn number 1. Again, it's Rhett Tucker. We got a car smoking a little bit. That's Adam Newbert's machine. Newbert will drift off. He'll cut off the machine of Barnett's machine. Barnett will back away about a car length. Now they go back single file, hugging the safer barrier down the back straightaway into 3.
We have the 44 goes to the inside of the 4 right there. That's Barnett's going to think about a position off the corner here down the front stretch right there. There's Adam Newbert on the top side lane. Adam Newert's just going to slowly and methodically work his way up through this grid. The 4 machine was the money man last month. See if he can continue that streak right now as we're off the corner down the back stretch.
Working their way again off the corner, again down the back stretch now. It's Rhett Tucker still holding on to the spot of the 99. Steele, Kerry Trudeau. It is Dustin Scruggs, Hunter Parsons, Andrew McRonigal, top 5. And again, everybody just trying to get to the end of stage number 1, but now 20 to go.
Yeah, Barnett right there still trying to get around the 4. We jump up to this battle between the 94. And right there, there's Ashley Dawson in that 3 machine. Now this pack's being led by the 23 of Thomas. Adam Newbert to the inside. Barnett in that 44. Every driver right now here. Wesley just trying inch by inch. As we're down the back, you see a little bit of sparks flying off that wall right now as we're down to 3 and 4.
Field working their way again off the corner. Rhett Tucker still the man out in front of the 99. Scruggs the 11 in second. Trudeau in third. Parsons fourth. Meg Ronigal top 5. Here comes now Scruggs with a move to the inside. Kerry Trudeau to battle back. This is for second, back to 1.
Scruggs said, I'm coming for that position right now as we're around 1 and 2 to the inside of the 7 as we come off the corner right now. There goes Scruggs in that 11 right now. The 7 Kerry Trudeau just trying very, very hungry to try to get into victory lane to ride on board with that 7 as we watch this battle ensue here on the Nazareth 360 Race Network. The 11 is going to inch off the corner, but here comes the 7 to the top side as we go down the front stretch.
Working their way again to the line, across the stripe. It's Kerry Trudeau, still that man in the number 2 spot, trying to run down the leader, Rhett Tucker, who, by the way, has an interval of about 1.34 seconds. This is Hunter Parsons, winner last week at Richmond Raceway. He tries to close in on Scruggs. The cheesehead sits in 4th. Meg Ronigal behind him, top 5 off 4.
You see right there, they drift off the corner. When I say they, I'm speaking of Scruggs in the 11. They drift off the exit there. Hunter Parsons, we were riding on board with him here in the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. He stays solid on his line. Watch out here as these tires start to wear a little bit. Which strategy seems to pay off right now is going to ride on board with that 20 machine. Now he's looking to the inside of the 7. Down the backstretch right now, down to 3 and 4.
Working their way back into the turn. It is Rhett Tucker out in front. Kerry Trudeau in the second position. There's Scruggs. Parsons, now a 3-car battle for third. That goes on as they come to the line, and 15 to go in stage 1.
A lot of battles for a podium finish right now, Wesley. No battles for the lead. That's still being held down right now. There goes Justin Scruggs in the 11. Going to throw the block on the 20 right there. Who's going to have to check up a little bit, almost making contact with the center carriage. Oh my goodness. But here comes Andrew McGonigal in that 94 machine. He said, just excuse me, guys. Y'all can hang out over here. I'm just going to creep to the inside of that Ford Mustang right now. He's been fast, Wesley, but can he be fast enough here tonight?
Holding on to that top spot now is still Rhett Tucker. Tucker the 99. Now it's close to 1.5 seconds, the interval between Tucker and Scruggs. Parsons now to third. behind Meg Ronigal. Carrie Tribune falling back. Ashley Dodson to his inside as they work the back straightaway.
Yeah, single follow right now. Everybody's still trying to shake it out here on lap 21, around 3 and 4. Ashley Dotson's going to go to the top side with Carrie Tribune in the 7. You watch other battles for position right behind these drivers here, Wesley. You know, here tonight, I would have to say it's probably a smaller field than what we're used to here on the Over the Top Designs Xfinity Series. But you know what that means, though, Wesley? Every position is worth more here tonight. You begin to lose positions. You begin to lose that line. You lose that pack. As the 11 Dustin Scruggs is going to hit the off of 2. Every position is more and more valuable here tonight.
Yeah, Scruggs bouncing off the wall now here for the over-the-top Designs Xfinity Series. And all the while, they come their way back to the line. It's Tucker still the leader. Look at now Scruggs holding on to second, though he bounced off the wall. Still holds on to that spot. Parsons, winner last week, carries Meg Ronigal and Tribune the top 5 out of 2.
Yeah, right now, Red Tucker loves to see these battles inside the top 5, top 3. Go ahead and battle it out. I'll just cruise on through the stage number 1, which will come to an end on lap 35. Just about 13 laps to go here in stage number 1. Coming off of corner number 4, Red Tucker in the 99, still leading the way.
It's Red Tucker, still the man, the 99 machine. Dustin Scruggs in P2. Third spot, Parsons. Fourth, Meg Ronigal. Dodson, top 5. They stay single file. Now they rim ride up the wall. Everyone's still minding their P's and Q's off 2.
Yeah, P's and Q's indeed, Wesley. Everybody went ahead and took that etiquette class here tonight. They know which fork's a salad fork, which spoon is for hot soup, which spoon is for cold soup here tonight. Wesley, 24 laps into this race. Red Tucker still leading the way in the 99, but the battles ensue inside the top 5 as we cross the line on the front stretch.
Crossing the line as the field works their way back across the start-finish line. Again, another lap will go up on the board, William Tyler, and it's still Red Tucker, the leader. Now 10 laps to go next time by when they work their way to the line. In stage number 1, it is calm, cool, collective, and everyone just, again, having a Thursday night drive here in Kentucky in stage 1 to come to an end.
Yeah, right now in the great state of Kentucky, we're seeing a little bit of Kenny Chesney right now. I got my toes in the water, my butt in the sand. These drivers are just chillaxing right now. This pace here, Wesley, as now the 20 machine of Hunter Parsons is going to think to the inside of the 11 right now. Dustin Scruggs, maybe he's getting a little fire underneath his chair in the sand right now. 20 machine's going to think about advancing position right now. Down the backstretch, we have a side-by-side battle for second. No, it still goes on down in 3 and 4.
Little contact made. Parsons on driver left of Scruggs. He wants that P2 spot, and he's looking for it intently. To the inside, works their way around the corner, down to the line. It is now to the bottom. Parsons, Scruggs. Here comes also Caston climbing the ladder. This goes on as they work out of turn 2. Under 10 remaining in stage 1.
Coming off of 2, Hank Caston, that 36 machine has been in the mix as of late. Wesley just run into bad luck to close out races. We jump to that 7 machine right behind that 36. The 7 machine's just itching to get inside that victory lane. Carrie Tribune, we know his name. You know his name on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. 7 machine just waiting to get into victory lane. But right now, on lap 28, Dustin Scruggs still leads these pack of cars for second place. Race still being led by the 99 of Red Tucker.
Red Tucker still out in front, ready to wrap this up here in stage number 1. He has been the dominator, the strong machine here for the most part. As time is running out here, look at the drive. The number 99 has it's now 2 seconds on Scruggs. Parsons, here's this nice battle of traffic working on as they work out of turn 2.
Turn 2 right now is very busy off of turn number 4 there, Wesley. It's alright, even the greats get confused sometimes. Wesley is down to 1 and 2 right now. Dustin Scruggs still leading this pack for a second. Hunter Parsons in the mix right now. Ashley Dodson in that 3. Andrew McGonigal now under fire from Hank Caston in that 36 machine. That would be a battle for 5th on the racetrack now. Wesley down into corner number 3 here. 29 laps into stage number 1.
Yeah, closing into the end of stage number 1 as the laps are winding down. It is now down to around 8 remaining. It's still Red Tucker out in front. looking great. Dustin Scruggs in second. Behind Scruggs is a mob of traffic. Parsons, winner last week, under attack by Ashley Dodson, the 3 car, up on the outside. Now to the inside. Meg Ronigal gets company. Here comes Caston to the bottom. Now to the top as they work the back straightaway.
Backstretch right now down to 3 and 4. This is all a battle for a top 5 stage finish right now here in Wesley as we're into the corner of the stage. Looks to have been won by the 99 of Rhett Tucker here with 6 laps to go, but that doesn't mean anything to these guys. Right now, battling out for second across the line down to corner number 1.
Being patient again is all the matter coming to the end here of this first stage. Stage points on the line. It's time to go up and try to get as much position as you can. Hunter Parsons now in the number 3 spot. He stays right behind Scruggs' car to the back straightaway. Into turn 3, Rhett Tucker up in front. There's the distance to the line. Lap 30 on the board. Now they come to the line. Here comes Dodson inside of Parsons as they come to the stripe.
Yeah, as we're riding on board that 20 machine of Hunter Parsons, you can see that little tiny black dot on his windshield. No, ladies and gentlemen, that is not a fly on the tear-off. That is Rhett Tucker in the lead here in stage number 1 going down the backstretch right now. Hunter Parsons in third, still under fire to his inside that 36 machine. Hank Caskin here tonight trying to make himself. No, that's Ashley Dawson in the 3. Ashley Dawson in the 3 to the inside right now, going to clear the 20 into 3 and 4 right now, off of 4. Also going to lose that spot to the 36 machine as well of Hank Caskin there. Wesley must have known from that right there.
All that stuff going on right now as it's coming to the end in pucker time of stage number 1. Caston now clears by Parsons. Parsons will fall all the way back outside the top 5 in 6. Meg Ronigal in front, so is Caston. Dodson to third, Scruggs in second, but it's 3 seconds back for those drivers to catch the leader, Rhett Tucker, who is way, way, way up ahead if you're watching the rear view mirror, or actually the front view of Hunter Parsons' car in the number 20. He is gone. Rhett Tucker looking to lock up stage 1 and 2 to go.
Yeah, essentially has just mopped up this race here tonight, rocking, I gotta say, a pretty clean paint scheme here tonight. Wesley, as we're down the backstretch right now, the 99 of Rhett Tucker started on the pole, took that green flag, and just waved at everybody else as he's running around the track here tonight, around 3 and 4, but the battles ensue for a top 5 finish here in stage number 1.
Final lap coming up to the line, this time by Rhett Tucker. We'll see the white flag, or at least the 1 to go indication in stage number 1. Rhett Tucker, final time, over 3 seconds, dominating stage number 1. The race is for second now. Scruggs has got it. He's looking for that 9th point. 8th point will go to Dodson unless something changes as they work the back straightaway for the final time to 3.
Ashley Dawson in that 3 machine is going to check up just a little bit on the entry of 3. Right now, Dustin Stokes in the 11 is going to ride the inside lane. Looks to have locked it up here in stage number 1. Dustin Scruggs. Oh, Ashley Dawson makes contact with the topside wall. Dustin Scruggs locks up second. Ashley Dawson third. And Hank Caskin fourth. And Andrew McGonigal in the 9-4 is our top 5.
So those drivers will now cross the top 10. Adam Newbert will be the final driver to finish in 10th in stage number 1, and the yellow flag will be thrown here in just a matter of moments. There's the caution as the top 10 cross the line. And again, Rhett Tucker, the 99 winner of stage number 1. We'll take a break. William will grab him for an interview, and we will be back. Coverage of the NASRA Over the Top Designs Xfinity Series from Kentucky on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Rhett Tucker, winner of stage 1. accident or injury. So that's what the conversation is right now. Hey, welcome back to coverage of the NASRA 360 Racing Network and the Over-the-Top Designs Xfinity Series. I'm Wesley Outland, William Tiller alongside. William went to a Major League Baseball game today. How about the Braves swapping up those Mets? You're a Mets fan, ain't you?
Well, I'm a Cubs fan, so
okay.
you know.
So you're Switzerland.
It's been downhill since 2016 for my Cubs. So you know we get that World Series and then the curse resets. So that's where we're at right now.
There you go. Well, listen. Welcome aboard.
Yes, sir.
It had fun in the baseball game for sure. I got to ask you real quickly. Are we able to get Rhett Tucker? I don't think he's available for interview, is he? He's not in our chat box.
He is not available for an interview right now. If he wins the race, I'm sure he'll be available for an interview at that point, though, Wesley.
Yeah, we were trying to find Rhett Tucker to get an interview with him at the end of stage number 1. Unfortunately, unable to grab him at the moment. But stage number 2 will be ready to go green here in just about our moments. Again, thanks again to Adam Flieger jumping in and helping Tim Hammonds on production on behalf of Brady LaBeouf and everybody at the North American Sim Racing Association. Strap in. We're ready to go into stage number 2 here tonight. Rhett Tucker, the leader. Hank Caston in second, followed by Dustin Scruggs third, Hunter Parsons fourth. Ted Wade, the top 5. Andrew McGronigal, Kerry Tribune, Chris Blanchard, Ashley Dodson, Adam Newbert in the top 10 as it stands. I believe they're going to come back around and get the one-to-go indication. The lights will go off on the pace car this time by. So, back to baseball. You know I'm a sports guy, right, William? I cover more than just racing now. I just got done doing a soccer radio broadcast before coming here on the air. I got to do lacrosse tomorrow before racing this weekend. But my question is this. What do you think of the new pitch clock, the pitch timer, and it has condensed baseball games from close to 4 hours to now 2.5 hours?
I knew you were going to ask. I knew that question was coming, Wesley. So today's game started at 1:10 p.m. Afternoon Eastern Standard Time. Was done at around, I would have to say, it was around 3:30, about 20 till 4. So we're looking at exactly that range of 2.5, 2 hours and 40 minutes, and it felt like it goes at least 10 times faster now.
There's been some games that have gone as fast as 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Right.
And I'm not really, I've heard a couple of skeptics about it. Here's my deal. Obviously, I think they're trying to work on making the game more entertaining for America's Greatest Pastime. I think they should have left it alone. But, because I'm the type of guy that I just love sitting down and calling a baseball game for 3-4 hours, enjoying the day or the night. That's what I love doing. But the society we live in today, a lot of people are not into 4-hour baseball marathons like a true sports fan is. So with that said, they're trying to do the pitch clock to try to do that. And here's my thing. What's going to come from it for other sports like racing, like football, like basketball? If it's working in baseball to make things be condensed, what is the other sports leagues going to do to try to prerequisite or mimic what baseball is doing? And then, of course, you look at a 4-hour time limit of being on the air for a baseball game. As we go to the green flag here in stage number 2 on lap number 40, they'll go to lap number 70, by the way, so they have a 30-lap green flag run. And I will say this, and we'll go back to the race on this subject. You know, I think it's good on the advertising dollars, because let's say you got a 2.5-hour window to broadcast a baseball game. You're on the air 3 hours total. Normally, some broadcasts are 4 or 5 hours, William, not counting if they go to extra innings. So that might give an opportunity for some more broadcast coverage from either another game, or they could be able to show something else in more programming that they might not have been able to do before.
True. That's exactly true right there, Wesley. As a lot of changes in baseball, a lot of changes in NASCAR as of late, but right now, no changes at the top of the grid here in tonight's race here on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network, as Rhett Tucker still leading the way in a 99 machine, although Dustin Scruggs and that 11 here in this run so far, down in the corner number 1, is right there to the inside. Hank Caston's now up to 3rd. Andrew McGonigal in the 94 machine up to 4th. Hunter Parsons in the 20 machine 5th. We also look at Ted Wade in that 2 machine. Ted Wade here coming on strong as of late here in the over-the-top designs Xfinity Series. See what he can do here tonight. Ash Dodson in that 3rd is in 7th. Kerry Tribune in the 7 is in 8th. Chris Blanchard in the 14 machine is in 9th. And we look at Thomas, that 23, is rounding out our top 10 right now here. Wesley, 43 laps into this race.
So we saw the 99 car. If we could show him again, I think he changed his color to no, it's still the same. You know what rap job he's mimicking, right, William? I think I told you last week.
No.
Well, actually, you know what? He has changed his colors tonight. The color he had last week was mimicking Travis Pastrana, but he's changed his wrap colors tonight. The wrap job on that car is not the same as it was last week, but he had a car last week, if you remember, it looked just like Travis Pastrana's Xfinity car back in the day.
They really did, and I remember that 99 machine, and he finished, he got top 11 finish, let's say, Wesley in the 500, so good run from Travis Pastrana here. And you got to look at the 99 again here tonight. Red Tucker here making that 99 well known as now. You see the battle between Ted Wade and the 2 and the 94 of Andrew McGonigal. Ted Wade's going to clear the 94 right now. Ted Wade trying to creep up right now inside that top 5. 45 laps right now. 46, excuse me, right now. The 99 will take us down into 1.
So the leader, Red Tucker, the 99, out in front. Dustin Scruggs is in 2nd. They're 1 and 2. Hank Caston sitting in 3rd. Ted Wade 4th. There's those cars. Meg Ronigal top 5. Parsons, Tribune, Dodson, Blanchard, Thomas. That's the way they are. Single file as they get underway again in stage 2 in the early going.
Yeah, right now I'm still just trying to feel it out here in stage number 2. We'll see when those 5 sets of tires come into play, or when that 80% fuel capacity also becomes a factor for these drivers right now as around the corner. Everybody right now, Wesley, still preferring that inside lane here, 47 laps in.
47 laps in as it stands right now. The leaders work their way again off the back stretch and entering turn 4. Red Tucker, there he is. Scruggs a little bit closer, obviously, this go around in the stage than in stage 1. And obviously, again, still a long way to go as we're not even halfway. They'll be taking the cross flags when we go to the end of stage 2 in about another 22 laps.
Yeah, right now, here as we're watching another battle inside the top 5, that looks to be the 7 of Kerry Tribune to the inside of the 20 of Hunter Parsons, not to the outside, the 7 right there. Kerry Tribune trying to get around last week's winner of Hunter Parsons. And you see right now still battling off the corner. Kerry Tribune trying to ride that high side lane around the corner right now, down to corner number 1.
Yeah, got a battle going on now for the number 3 spot. Ted Wade now trying to battle and hold off the likes of Hank Caston. He clears by him. There's Scruggs, 2nd place car. Really nothing going on there. He's single file. The battle, though, is side by side behind them for that spot for 2nd and 3rd. Meg Ronigal also trying to close in. And there you see now the top 3 in view of the leader behind Tucker as they come to the line on lap number 50.
Yeah, starting to see that leader in view here. Didn't see him at all there in stage number 1 here in stage 2, though. Starting to see a little bit of a clearer picture, if you will. A little bit of a more 2020 here in stage number 2. But now you see Dustin Scruggs under fire from the 2 machine of Ted Wade. Ted Wade goes to the inside here in 3 and 4. Ted Wade with a huge run. See if he can carry that momentum off the corner here on the front stretch.
Well, Betty Francis, one thing for certain, that 2 of Ted Wade has moved up 2 spots from the restart. He's from 5th to 3rd. He now clears by Caston, but Caston right in the daylight, working into his hindsight in the 1 and 2. Pulling away, though, is Tucker. It's over a second now on Scruggs. Meg Ronigal, your top 5 with those other drivers I mentioned as they hit the back straightaway. Now officially 50 laps in, 20 to go in stage number 2 here at Kentucky.
20 laps to go here in stage number 2. Red Tucker trying to make it go back-to-back stage wins here in the over-the-top designs. 200 here in the over-the-top designs. Xfinity Series here in the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. 52 laps into this race here, Wesley. Starting to see some pace here within the grid. Nobody touching for the lead right now. Everybody battling for positions inside the top 10. There goes one right there. That's Hunter Parsons in the 20. Under fire once again from Kerry Tribune. That's 7.
But yeah, just right now, just kind of being patient. Parsons, by the way, winner last week at Richmond Raceway. What a battle that was up on the outside. He's about to get some company here in just a moment by Kerry Tribute, trying to sneak back into the top 5. Dodgson looked really strong, if you remember, in the 3-car. At the end of stage number 1, he started to come to the front. Now he's fell back, and he's not made any climb yet. He's in the 8th position. That's the way how those drivers are as we watch 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th all dive into turn number 3.
Yeah, right now, drivers just trying to feel out those lines, see how those Goodyear Eagles will last here in stage number 2. Of course, Wesley, we talked about tonight's race will end basically with a sandwich of stage 1 and 2, a 70-lap race down to 140 here tonight. So these drivers, I would say, Wesley, just starting to get comfortable here tonight for that big run at the end. But they got to have something for that 99. Takes us down the backstretch, down to 3.
Yeah, working their way again off that corner, back to the backstretch, entering turn number 3. Rhett Tucker still the man out in front. Dustin Scruggs still second. There's the almost entire field of cars working off of this camera angle off turn number 4. There you see everyone else right behind them. This is almost the top 16. That is the rest of the pack. That's about the interval from entirely from start to finish off of that view off turn 4, and it's still Tucker the leader.
Yeah, Rhett Tucker's still our race leader in that 99 machine you see right now coming on the view here in the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. Ashley Dawson in that 3. Carrie Tribute in that 7. You see Thomas right there in that 23 machine. Right there, Chris Blanchard in that 14. I would say, Wesley, as of late, that 14 machine, Chris Blanchard, not really doing well in the trucks, trying to get it going, so to say. Just missed out in the playoffs in the SimRacerHub.com truck series there. Here in the over-the-top designs Xfinity series, just chugging along. Needs to get the things rolling underneath the 14 and get some results that I know Chris Blanchard can get.
Yeah, we're working that line again, as we just mentioned, just patiently, methodically, trying to pick cars off one by one. And Rhett Tucker now in clean air. He's the man that's up in front. There is also the interval now. There's Hank Caston, by the way, up the 2nd spot as Scruggs falls back now to 4th. Ted Wade has moved to P3 in the deuce. They're climbing to the line, and they're back into turn 1, single file.
Yeah, Ted Wade, I just spoke about it there. Wesley, a lot of speed as of late, has a win in the last couple weeks in that 2 machine, coming off corner number 2 right now. Trying to catch the draft coming off the 36 machine of Hank Caskin right now. Everybody's trying to catch the draft coming off the 99 of Rhett Tucker here tonight in Kentucky. Living so fresh and so clean in that clean air, in the penthouse, so to say, Wesley. Up there with nobody bothering him here, 58 laps in. Rhett Tucker saw race leader.
Hey, by the way, don't forget, tomorrow night, join William Tiller and myself as we have coverage of the NASRA Triple M Pulling Truck Series from the Lady in Black, the track that is too tough to tame, Darlington Raceway, just down Interstate 95 from my location, actually. And William, after coming off of Bristol, that wild race last Friday night, Darlington, excitement at its finest on the egg-shaped over-mile track. It should be a good one tomorrow night.
It should be an excellent one there, Wesley. I just spoke about it here. Adam Newbert was very hot in the trucks in the month of February. Will he be able to continue that streak into March, especially on those Friday night series that last week, Wesley, was just an incredible race at Bristol. Cannot wait for tomorrow night's race.
Yeah, we'll certainly watch and see, and obviously be excited about what's to come. No doubt about it. Darlington Raceway is a fun, exciting racetrack, and I'm sure the Triple M Pulling NASRA Truck Series will do it again for sure. Another entertaining event coming up. It's Rhett Tucker, still the leader. We're closing in on 10 laps to go, by the way, in stage number 2. There have been no cautions except the yellow flag for the natural end of stage number 1. Everybody has been, for the most part, very conservative, I believe, William Tyler, the word is to use. No one has showed any aggression. And, of course, I think that it will all change when we move into that final stage for that 70-lap green flag run.
Oh, most definitely here right now. Down in the corner, Dustin Scruggs in that 11 holding position. Ted Wade just ahead of him. And I spoke about it just a little while ago there, Wesley. 70 laps to go here to close the race out here. Of course not right now. We have about 10 laps to go here in stage number 2. Those 70 laps, I think, Wesley, we're of course going to have a green flag pit stop in the mix as well, so we're going to get a reshuffling of the grid. Plus, it's going to be a little bit more of an endurance run for these drivers. You've been comfortable now here running about these 35 lap, stages, 30 laps here in stage number 2. And now you're going to do double that to end the race, Wesley. It's a little bit of a psychological battle as well.
And I think the question will also be, my friend, conserving. Do you conserve tires? Do you conserve fuel to try to go the distance of that 70-lap finish in stage number 3? Or do you break it and split it up? Or do you get at least 40, 50 laps under your belt and you got to make a pit stop? And I will tell you this. If we get a caution under 20 laps to go, make no doubts about it. Track position, throw it out the window. If we get a caution, that's a big if, and we don't have green flag pit stops, William Tyler, the entire cavalry will come down to the pit lane and take on new tires and fuel to set up the end of that finish of the race.
They surely will. As right now, Andrew McGonigal in the 94 machine now to the inside of Dustin Scruggs in the 11. And battle for position off of 4 right now. They're going to simmer down just a little bit. That 11 will hold the spot down to corner number 1.
Holding on to that spot, closing in, by the way, on the final 7 laps to go here in stage number 2. It's Rhett Tucker, the leader. There is Scruggs now. Right there is got back up to 4th. At one time, he fell back to 7th. He now has Meg Ronigal in his sights. Hunter Parsons has fell back outside the top 5. That's the top 5. There's the leaders, 1 and 2. Tucker and Caston to the line.
Yeah, Tucker's still going to take us down into 1. Hank Caston's in the view right there in that 36 machine. Although we look at those lap times right there, Rhett Tucker in the 99, so best time on the course right now, 31-2. We look at the live scoring right there last time by was identical lap times for the top 2 drivers on the course right now here, Wesley, as we count on the laps here in stage number 2.
Yeah, trying to wrap up the end of this stage here at Kentucky Speedway in stage number 2. Again, it has been all clean and green, as we mentioned, with the exception of the little hiccup along the way with just some drivers having the caution come out for the stage. That's been it. Everybody's been doing great. Everybody's been doing a phenomenal job. Everybody, I think, is putting their chess pieces in the line to prepare for that 3rd stage to finally decide who will be declared checkmate for the win here tonight at Kentucky for the NASCAR Over the Top Designs Xfinity Series. It is 5 laps to go in stage number 2. Rhett Tucker trying to pull out a broom and sweep here at Kentucky at the line.
Yeah, right now we're watching these battles take place. Time to talk about our big movers of the race so far. We have a couple of ties. No, we do not. We have Hank Caston in that 36 machine up 9 spots on the drop of the green flag. Other than that, there, Wesley dropped down the grid a little bit, up down to Andrew McGonigal in the 5th position, up 4 spots. We go down to Chris Blanchard in the 10th spot inside the top 10, up 4 spots. And Kyle Hess in the 86 machine in the 13th position, up 4 spots as well. But Hank Caston at 36, you just touched on it there, Wesley. Trying to make some noise here in stage number 2.
Yeah, certainly. Just right now, being patient, as we mentioned, as you go on the gyro cam on Caston's car in the number 2 spot. He is trying to close in on Rhett Tucker. He has been the only driver besides Scruggs that has been in hindsight to catch the 99. He is right there. Tucker under attack. Caston up on the outside. 3 to go as they come to the line here in stage number 2. And Tucker is under the gun as they cross the line. Inside crossover. Couldn't get there as they go to 1.
Oh, he's right there, though. Wesley is right to the inside of the 99, so we battle down into corner number 1 and 2. Oh, my goodness gracious. Right here, around 1 and 2, coming off the exit of the corner. Hank Caston, 36, 99. A Rhett Tucker side-by-side drag racing down the backstretch.
Drag racing side-by-side, my friend. Caston now to the inside. He'll get the clear. He now pulls up and scoops in front of the rear end of the front end of the 99. Caston, now the leader. Seeing nothing but the tail lights is now Tucker. He is right behind, though, coming to the line. 1 to go in stage number 2. Is he going to try to fight back into 1?
1 to go here in stage number 2. What we thought was all but signed, sealed, and delivered. Stage number 2 victory for Rhett Tucker right now is now being taken away from Hank Caston at 36. There goes the 99 to the inside, down into 3 and 4.
Final time, working their way to the bottom. Rhett Tucker tries to find the preferred lane. He can't get there. Caston pulls up on the outside, pulls up in front of the front nose of the 99. Hank Caston will win stage 2 here in Kentucky. Second spot will go to Rhett Tucker. Ted Wade will finish third. Scruggs, McRonigal, the top 5. Parsons, Dodgson, Thomas, Tribune, and Blanchard. The way that they wrap it in the top 10, yellow flag is out. That's the end of stage 2 at Kentucky. Wow.
Wow. Wow, is all we got to say there. Wesley did not see that coming there in stage number 2. Rhett Tucker in the 99 was essentially, I wouldn't say putting us to sleep here in the broadcast booth the way he was dominating those stages. Hayden Caskin at 36 found that nitrous oxide, let him go, and he just took off like a rocket, snatching stage number 2 from the 99.
I'm sure everybody is going to be coming to the pit lane. Hank Caston, we'll try to grab a word with him. William will. After we take a break, this is the NASRA Over the Top Designs Xfinity Series on the 360 Racing Network. We go to stage 3 and we grab a word with the stage 2 winner when we return from Kentucky. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Just kind of working on things behind the scenes. I'm Wesley Outland. William Tiller alongside, and he is caught up with the driver for Primary Esports, the Toyota 36, Hank Caston, the Stage 2 winner here at Kentucky.
Yes, sir. I'm joined by Hank Caskin at 36 machine. Hank, somehow, some way, you were able to hit that stage number 2 victory. Break it down. How you get that done?
That was probably the hardest driving I've ever done, man. I'm just glad it was good, clean racing between me and Rhett. I was just trying to save my tires, but try to do it again this time. But he's on a different level this track, man. He's moving.
Yeah, here a little bit of a longer run. Going to have about 70 laps here to close out this race. What kind of mindset does that do? Is there just the same mindset in those first 2 stages?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to continue to try to save my tires. I think that's key. If I can get by him after, I don't know, at first stage, I think I can pull away, but we'll see what happens.
Before we let you go, Hank, I believe my colleague Wesley Allen has a question for you.
Hank, good job in stage number 2 to get the stage win. I got to ask you, I'm kind of tallying up the fuel mileage in my head. Can you go the distance on a 70 or under 70 lap green flag run to the checker, or will you have to pit?
Yeah, that's a great question, dude. I leave that up to the guys on my team. They tell me to pit, and then I go pit.
I will say this, though. I'm thinking in my head the fuel run is between 50 to 55 laps. But you are so saving fuel by running under caution, so that's got to be in your favor, right?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I'm going to start clutching now. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, there's the thoughts of Hank Caston. Maybe he's going to start clutching. We'll see what happens here. So there you go. So again, calculating in my head, 50 to 55 laps, I'm thinking on a fuel run for these cars. Now, you have to take in consideration that we've gone 4 or 5 laps under caution. So now there's only going to be 65 laps to go when they come back to the Geico restart zone and take the green. So take away those 5 laps, if you will, William. Normally, you can go half the distance, which would be 10 laps instead of 5 laps on a fuel run at full speed. So they might be able to go to the finish. It is going to be close. But I will say this as we get ready for the green, William Tiller. If the caution comes out under 20 laps to go, everybody's pitting again.
Oh, yeah, most definitely there, Wesley. I think tire-wise, fuel-wise, whatever advantages you can snag there, that last pit stop. But here we go down to 3 and 4 here, Wesley. These last laps are about to ensue here tonight in the Over the Top Designs Xfinity Series.
Pace car, lights are off. The field is getting ready to get 2x2 and back to the Geico restart zone. It will be officially 65 laps to go when they come to the line. Green flag is about to wave here as the field works through the tri-oval here at Kentucky Speedway. The run for the money, the payout window is open. Who will survive in the end? Green flag in the air as Tucker gets the jump on Wade. Casted. Here we go. We're underway in stage number 3, William.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts there. Wesley right behind those leaders. A lot of drivers looked a little confused there on that restart. A lot of drivers had to move out of line, move back into line. A lot of reshuffling there off of 2 as well as Hank Caston's going to waste no time. Go to the inside of Ted Wade in the 2 around 3 and 4.
Well, Caston there on the inside. Here comes also Wade. Wade up on the top side. Got a little wiggle there for a moment working off of turn 4. Scruggs and Parsons right behind him. Dodson's coming to the front. There's your top 6 as they go to 1.
Going down to 1 right now. Parsons in that 20 is going to look to the inside. The 11 and Dustin Scruggs. He'll jump back a little bit here now to the battle between the 9 of Cunningham and the 4 of Adam Newbert, who right now, Wesley, is battling on the tail end of this pack right there. Usually seeing that 4 at the top of the pack.
Yeah, right now just kind of being patient, if you will. Caston thought was going to bounce off the wall. Now Scruggs holding on to that spot, or will he not? Here comes Hunter Parsons down to the inside. This will move him into the 4th position. Scruggs falls back to 5th, and that goes on out of 2.
Right now, we have some tight racing right now off of 2. Dustin Scruggs in the 11 on the top side. Parsons in the 20 on the low side. Caution's out on the racetrack.
Well, we got a yellow flag on the speedway. We'll find out what happened. I'm going to say it might be Jose Medina, car number 24, with an issue. Here comes another car that's also off the pace with the problem. And Eric Thornton, the number 5 from Florence, having an issue for Houday Motorsports. And there's a caution. And possibly Michael Cunningham from Swanee, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. Let's see the replay, and it is all of those cars with Barnett starting it first. Wow.
We'll have to rewind that here in the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. We'll break it down for you just a little bit better there because it looked like there was contact maybe on that low side lane. We'll watch it here coming off of 2. The 4 of Adam Newbert right now, mind you, is loose. It is sideways right here on this replay. Wesley, as we come down off of 2, sliding on the X, it's going to make contact with the 44. Or is that a pesky net code once again?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's that or possibly ink and blink and nod. The left rear. Obviously, looks like he might have got to the left rear of the 44 Barnett. We'll find the replay here. Camaro down to the inside Newbert. And there is... What do we do? Well, I can't tell. Was it an air draft gone, side draft gone bad, possibly also, William? I mean...
It could have been there. The 4 looked loose to me. Maybe still trying to find that lane or that line, try to get that 4 machine straight again.
This will tell the tell right here. from the left rear of the camera, there is the 4 of Adam Newbert, the Ford, closing in on the Chevrolet. Watch this. Watching this in slow-mo. Here comes the 4. That was simply an air draft. A side draft went wrong. You can't call it net code, and you can't call it him getting into somebody. I just think he got either he lost it or the side draft air caused him to turbulence, if you will, lose control of the car there, William.
Yeah, we'll watch it again right now on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. The 40. Yeah, that's tough to see right there, Wesley. We'll have to see right now, but I believe, Wesley, that might be our first on-track caution of the night.
It is. It is. It's the first official caution of the race. 3 now, if you count the 2 stage cautions on stage 1 and stage 2 on lap 30, 5 and 70. And now with 60 laps to go, we have another yellow flag. And again, the run for the finish here as we're on lap number 80. Rhett Tucker is the leader. Ted Wade in second. Why don't we try to grab Ted Wade in the broadcast booth and get his thoughts and see how he is considering trying to get around that 99, who has been, without a doubt, a strong contender here all day long. You heard what Hank Caston had to say about, obviously, Rhett Tucker and him in his car. Let's see if we can see what possibly Ted Wade wants to say. Ted Wade, it's Wesley and William in the NASCAR 360 Racing Network broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy, guys.
Man, got a good race going for you for up front. The Ford looks good. Being patient, what's your thoughts right now being on the outside of the front row as we get ready to go to green for the resumption of stage 3?
I just try to get a good restart here. It's going to be tricky. Track position seems to be key. We all seem to be running about the same lap times, and it looks like fuel's going to come into play here. We might be a little short on fuel.
Ooh, did I not call it? Did I not call it, William?
Mm-hmm. You got it. Got it.
So I got to ask you this question. Ted. If we get another caution with about 30, 40 to go, do you think everybody's going to come to the pit lane? I know you will.
Oh, yeah, you have to. You get 10 laps on the tires, you got to pit and take tires.
All right, man. Well, listen, what's your take of Rhett Tucker? Do you think you can take him?
He's pretty stout. He's hard to pass. He definitely doesn't let you by easily. And these cars are very loose right here, so try to hang with him here and see if I can get in front of him and try to hold him off.
All right, buddy, we'll let you get back to work. By the way, I misspoke, and I said that Rhett Tucker swept both stages. My apologies. Rhett Tucker got stage 1. Hank Caston got stage number 2, and probably the highest climber in the top 5 is the driver for Up Front Motorsports in the Ford of Ted Wade. Up 4 positions. He's now second as we get ready for the restart. Well, William, you heard his thoughts, and I told you I didn't think they were going to go on fuel.
Oh, yes, sir, indeed. Going to be a tight fuel window, indeed, here in the great state of Kentucky right now. As we watch a few different names have now crept up inside of that top 10 right now. Now you see right there Dustin Scruggs, the 94 Andrew McGonigal, the 4 of Adam Newbert, the 86 of Hess on the top side lane. Right now, Rhett Tucker in the 99 on the top row with Ted Wade in that 2. A lot of speed behind those top 2 drivers. How do you see these last 7 laps playing out?
I mean, I think the gloves are off, my friend. We just saw that. We saw that extra, multi-car accident coming off the corner. I think it's because of impatience, and I think it's just going to rev up more and more. Field getting ready to come back to the Geico restart zone. Barney, the iRacing flagman, awaits to wave the go stick. It's unfurled. It's in the wind. We are going back underway here in stage number 3. Tucker, Wade, Caston, Parsons, Dodson, your top 5 as they go off into 1.
Rhett Tucker right now, our race leader down to 1. We have moving parts, though, for a second. Hank Caston at 36 going to try to the inside of the 2 of Ted Wade off of 2. No, going to file right back behind that 2 machine. As they're down the backstretch right now. Head down into corner number 3. Race still being led by the 99, Rhett Tucker.
Right. Tucker right now holding on to that top spot. Wade lost a little ground away from Tucker on the start. He's fell back about a half a second, if you will. Caston, though, is right there in the view of the deuce. Parsons also climbing the ladder. Ashley Dodson now moving into the top 5. That's the way they work off, too.
Yeah, Ashley Dotson's been quietly inside the top 5 all night long. We're 3 wide right now. 3 wide for a battle for position off of 2. Wesley, this is crazy down the backstretch.
I told you things were amping up, my friend. They were ready to make the move, and that was the Swim Motorsports entry of West Virginia's Thomas. Thomas rim riding up the wall. Meg Ronigal under attack. Here comes Blanchard now throwing his name in the dogfight. They cross the line on lap 85.
Chris Blanchard trying to find the speed here tonight on the top side lane. Under fire by some speed himself right now. Andrew McGonigal in that 94 machine's further back down the pack than what he was earlier in tonight's race. You have Jose Medina in that 24 right behind him right there. Ashley Dawson in that 3 machine as well as we dig down to corner number 3.
Working their way back around the corner, it's Rhett Tucker, still the leader. Ted Wade in second. Blanchard now slung like a rag doll, if you will. Pushed out of line like he's been put in timeout. He now pulls back to the inside. Gets back in front of the machine of Meg Ronigal. Behind is Medina. All these drivers amping up. You can just feel the electricity now going here in stage 3. These drivers are going after it here at Kentucky on the back straightaway. Car off the pace. Looking like he's cattywampus, crab walking down the back straightaway. I believe that's Eric Thornton's car. Eric Thornton, the number 5, looking like a modified on the front end, though he still rolls on. The leaders are in the corner.
That 5 machine said throw some duct tape on and get me back out there. I want to race with the boys here tonight. Eric Thornton not having the good run that he wanted to in that 5 machine. But right now, that 20 machine of Parsons now trying to inch up the grid right now, up to second, trying to duplicate what he had done last week here in the Over the Top Designs Xfinity Series, taking home that checkered flag. Although couldn't celebrate probably that night, Wesley. I'm sure he felt good about that race victory.
Hey, listen, it's all about points position, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. Rhett Tucker, the leader, is still out in front. There's Hunter Parsons, by the way. He's now showing some strengths moving into the 3rd spot. Up 4 positions. Caston, Dodson, Tribune. It's Thomas, Meg Ronigal. That's the way they are with Blanchard Scruggs, top 10 of the backstretch.
Backstretch right now, single file lane all the way down the grid for every position we can see. They are 1 right in front of the other one, down into 3 and 4 right now. We see some drivers, though, starting to settle in. You see Hank Kaskin right there in 4th, Ashley Dodson right there, Carrie Tribune. These drivers are just minding their time. They're waiting for that opportunity, putting everything they learned, stage 1 and stage 2, into fruition right now here to end this race out. We're looking at just about 51 laps to go here, Wesley, as we dig down to corner number 3.
Yeah, right now, again, it was a little aggressive for the restart. Now things have kind of silenced themselves a little bit. Adam Newbert, the driver that might have a monkey on his back now after being so dominant here tonight, or at least the last couple of weeks for the month of February, close to $400 of NASRA pay. He now falls back into 12th, nowhere near the front runners, as Rhett Tucker, again, in his own world, almost now 3/4 a second on Ted Wade. There's Parsons, there is Caston, there is also Thomas coming after Dodson as they work their way into turn number 3, and William, I will step away and be right back.
Yeah, no problem as we come off of 4 right now here on lap 90. Make it 91 down to corner number 1. Still single file on the racetrack right now here on the Over the Top Designs Xfinity Series and the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Rhett Tucker has just shown us how to get it done here tonight. The lap times are just getting faster for the 99. As we're down the backstretch right now, down to 3 and 4, still single file down the grid as we're just starting to count down those laps right now. We still have green flag pit stops, or maybe not. We'll have to see if those fuel windows are long enough for these drivers here tonight. As we make it 92 down to corner number 1 right now, Rhett Tucker in the 99 still leading the way. We look at a battle right now between Chris Blanchard and Dustin Scruggs. Dustin Scruggs has slipped down just a little bit down the grid. Down in the 10th position, was running on the top of the grid to start off the stage races here tonight. Down the backstretch right now, still being led by the 99 of Rhett Tucker. Ted Wade second right now. As you see now, the 14 and the 11 getting a little sideways. 86 now bringing up the rear of the pack as we're off of 4 right now, about to make it 93 down to 1. right now as we see Ted Wade solidified in that second position off the corner here on lap 93. The 99 still takes us down the backstretch right now as our race leader. No battles for position on the racetrack except for one right there between the 11 of Dustin Scruggs and Chris Blanchard. They're still side by side. A battle that's been raging on now for a few laps for that spot. I believe that's a spot to stay inside the top 10 right now as things have simmered down just a little bit here on lap 94. Dustin Scruggs will take that spot as we cross that line down to 1. Coming off of corner 2 right now, we see Jose Medina in that 24 machine going to try to the outside of the 14 of Chris Blanchard. Going to ride on board with that 14 machine. 14 starting to slow down just a little bit. After that, the battle with the 11 right now, Wesley, as we start to see that 24 machine here on board. Going to clear Chris Blanchard. Jose Medina trying to creep inside the top 10.
Rhett Tucker is still the man leading. Jose Medina now into the top 10. There's that 24 machine. Remember, he had problems earlier in the race, but now he's climbed back into that top 10 position. William Tiller, Wesley Outland. We are in stage number 3. Adam Flieger filling in for Tim Hammonds with the sights and sounds of the NASRA over-the-top designs Xfinity series as we are approaching 45 laps to go. By the way, William, I'm going to need you to handle post-race, my friend, if you don't mind. I just got a call from Flow Racing. I've got some type of a phone conference I got to do at 11 o'clock, hopefully, or 10:30, hopefully 11 o'clock. I don't know, but it's in regards to the race I got to do this weekend. So, but right now, inside, Meg Ronigal trying to make a run on Scruggs. All this is happening, and Dodson, William, is starting to now climb into the top 5. Kerry Tribune as well, who had problems earlier. He's starting to make a run back to the front, too.
Yeah, right now, Kerry Tribune in that 7 machine trying to stay in contention. Riding on board with Ashley Dawson in that 3 machine trying to creep around the 7 of Kerry Tribune. Kerry Tribune inside the top 5. Ted Wade right there in 4th. Hank Kaskin 3rd. Parsons second right now as we're starting to see a battle for a second take place right now. You see the 36 of Hank Kaskin to the outside of the Parsons and the 20 machine down to 3. This battle is raging on for second.
Wade's trying to make it a threes company party, if you will, 2-for-1 special. He tries to go down on Parsons to the inside. Kaston on the top side. Wade still cannot clear him. Now they go back single file as he just lost all that momentum the 2-car had off the draft in the turn number 1.
Still single file right now on the racetrack coming off of corner number 2 here down the backstretch. Hank Kaston's going to clear for that second spot. Parsons in second. Ted Wade in that 4th position. I'm forgetting all about Red Tucker. So leading the way here tonight. Wesley Alba has checked out from all the battles on the racetrack.
All the battles on the racetrack, indeed. The leaders work their way back across the start-finish. It's Rhett Tucker, Hank Kaston, Hunter Parsons. This is on board from the rear camera of the leader from Memphis. He is in his own world, the RTR Esports, the guy they call the dude from Memphis, Rhett Tucker. He is gone. Kaston, 2.5 seconds back. They have got to pray for a caution to try to run him down.
Yeah, right now they need a caution right now. We talked with Ted Wade about that fuel window there, Wes. It's going to be very tight for these drivers here tonight. But I feel like this will be the race to push the envelope just a little bit here at Kentucky. 100 laps in here tonight. Wesley got about 41 to go.
By the way, there is pit stops going on. Let's go to the pit lane. Andrew McRonigal, the 94. He is on pit road. So is Kyle Hess. They are pitting. Remember what we talked about possibly going for the undercut? They are trying to do just that to take that advantage on Tucker. There's the leader. And right now, they might fall a lap down or more. I really think Hunter Parsons is just pitted. I really think they've got to pit. All these cars cannot go to the finish unless they are pulling my leg. I'm telling you, William, I don't see these drivers being able to go the distance. I just don't.
No, it's going to be very tight right now as we're looking at some drivers going to go ahead and heed that word of warning and head down pit road.
There's Parsons.
That's Parsons in that 20. Going to go ahead and get that pit stop out of the way right now here on lap 102. Counting them down right now. We've seen this race being dominated from the 99 of Rhett Tucker. Can he close it out here tonight? Or will we see the 36 of Hank Caskins creep up there and get the job done like he did in stage number 2 here, Wesley? This is the meat and potatoes of every broadcast we do here in the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. We are now down to under 39 laps to go.
Yep, closing in on under 40 remaining, my friend. And right now, I think it's pucker time. It's time to put up or shut up, get all them chest paces in alignment to go for that checkmate, like I mentioned, to find out who's going to be the first man to the payout window in P1. Tucker is the man that has dominated. Let's be honest here. With the exception of the last lap pass on Hank Caston on Tucker in stage 2, it has been the Rhett Tucker show. The 99 has been the dominator since the green flag. 99 problems, but having the lead ain't one. He works his way back to the line, and he is still has 1.4 seconds over Caston. 3.3 seconds back on Dodson, who's now third. 4 seconds or more in the rest of the top 10 is now a lap down as they come to the line.
Yeah, Wesley, but in the end, it just doesn't matter. All that matters is the 99 still leading the way here right now. All the stats, everything you just threw out right there as the 99 now heads down pit road.
Here he comes. I told you. Strategy indeed. Here comes Rhett Tucker. He gives up the lead. Hank Caston. You heard what Hank Caston told me when I asked him that question. He said, I might burp with the throttle. I might try to finagle things to save fuel. Since you told me what the fuel window was. Maybe he didn't get the memo. I don't know. But somehow, some way, he is not going to make it. Here comes Hank Caston. They are going to come to the pit lane with under 40 to go.
Dustin Scruggs and now solo dolo right there in that lead position. Shout out to Kid Cudi as now we're starting to see guys down pit road. Everybody's heading down pit road right now here, Wesley. It's all about this Yahtzee reshuffle of the grid we're going to see play out right now. That's going to give us about, I'd say, about 20 to 25 laps to go here. Now, who's going to be leading this race? We have yet to see right now as the 11's still out.
Scruggs is the leader. Ted Wade second. Jose Medina 1, 2, and 3 now. Here comes the green flag pit stops. Remember, I told you this strategy was going to happen. Medina peels off. He gives up a spot. Hank Caston is still on the pit lane. Kerry Tribune, Ashley Dodson, all these drivers are now pitting. Dustin Scruggs, boy, oh boy, is he trying to conserve right now in that 11 car. He's in the lead.
Yeah, right now the 11's our sole leader on the racetrack. Ted Wade and that 2 machines behind him. And then after that, Medina's down pit road. Looks like everybody else is headed down pit road behind the 2. Now Ted Wade's down pit road in that 2 machine. That leaves Dustin Scruggs, the sole driver. He has yet to head down pit road.
It is Scruggs. Wade has given up his position in the number 2, is on pit lane. Scruggs, is there any way, Adam, can we show the last time the 11 pitted or anybody pitted for that matter? Pit strategy, can we possibly pull that up? There it is, Scruggs. Oh, let's see here. You know what? I'm thinking he pitted the most recent caution, William. I really think is it that?
Last pit was lap 79.
There you go. Okay. So listen to me. Lap 79. That was when we had that multi-car accident. If you remember, involving Barnett and others, that is when Scruggs came down to the pit lane. So here's the deal. I really believe Dustin Scruggs, William, is going to roll the dice and gamble to try to be the winner of this race on a fuel mileage consumption deal.
He could be right now, as currently on the racetrack. Wesley, he's the only car on the lead lap. He's got the 99 of Red Tucker. Now here he comes. Here comes. All that's out the window. The 11th is now heading down pit road. Red Tucker in the 99 reassumes that penthouse position on top of the grid.
Look at that. Dustin Scruggs, maybe. Okay, so it's 79. It was the last time he pitted. So, I don't know. Maybe he just wants to try to be in sequence with everyone else. This might just be a splash and go for the number 11. But nonetheless, the cycling of pit stops have come to an end, and Dustin Scruggs is back out in front again. There's the 11. He's taking on tires. It is 4 tires and fuel for the 11 of Dustin Scruggs. Rhett Tucker has now just dropped him back to 10th. He's fell back to the top 10. And I don't think he's exiting off track now. So he's 11th. He wants a caution. He wants a caution, William. Bottom line, a lot of these guys want a caution.
A lot of these guys want a caution indeed, but other guys are having great runs here tonight. Hunter Parsons in that 20 machine, of course, last week's winner of 5 spots with the drop of the green flag in second. Steven Thomas in that 23 machine. We know what happened between the 20 and 23 last week. Up 7 spots with the drop of the green flag. Andrew McGonigal up 5 spots with the drop of the green flag in fourth. Dropped down a little bit to 7th. Kyle Hess in the 86 machine up 10 spots with the drop of the green flag. Some drivers here tonight, Wesley, having very good runs.
That's exactly right. Tucker is the man that is in his own world right now. Just took advantage of the undercut that some drivers tried to do, and he has ended up back on the top of the scoring pylon. Hunter Parsons now second. He's still 2 seconds back. Here's this battle now. Heating up now for second as Steven Thomas, the West Virginia native, is peeling down to the inside. He's trying to make a run on Parsons, the Green Bay Cheesehead. Andrew McGonigal and Hank Caston now are your top 5. Thomas on the inside of Parsons into turn number 3.
Right now, you see Parsons, Thomas, the 2 drivers that were under the spotlight of last week's controversy here tonight. No controversy just yet, as they're battling out for a podium finish here tonight. The 20 and the 23 down into the corner side by side here. Wesley, see which driver can come out of this battle as we come off with 2.
Working off of that corner off the back straightaway now. Inside, Rhett Tucker on the lead. Here's the battle now for second. Steven Thomas looking inside. By the way, runner-up last week. These are the drivers that were 1 and 2 last week at the Richmond Raceway. Remember that controversial finish. Hunter Parsons was scored his first ever NASRA Series win, and Thomas was able to get by, remember, Scruggs by mere thousandths of a second, if you will, at the line. And when they made contact spinning, he got second. So right now, those drivers going at it now for second and third. Put the swim 23 to P2 out of 3.
Yeah, right now you're seeing that 23 get ahead of that 20. And Wesley, I was just about to say, we're looking at this battle for second. We're very intrigued, I got to say, here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Now we watched the 36 now inch to the inside. The 36 starting to pick up a little bit of speed here with 25 laps to go. But you look at now, Wesley, look at the gap between first and second. We're looking at around 3 whole seconds. 3 seconds is some change, if you will. Is this race all but sealed up for that 99?
Yeah, I don't know. We're trying to kind of just watch all these things here, if you will, with Rhett Tucker still the man out in front. Steven Thomas, the interval is now 3.5 seconds for the Elkview, West Virginia driver for swim of Steven Thomas. But here comes Hank Caston. Where did he come from? Caston battles now for second as they work the back straightaway.
Yeah, Hank Caston right now running faster lap times than Rhett Tucker in that 99. Last time by, Rhett Tucker ran a 32.3. Hank Caston ran a 32.0. So very faster than the 99 on the top of the grid. The 36 of Hank Caston. We saw what happened in stage number 2. Can he do it again here tonight, Wesley? Creep up here, end this race, and snag this race victory.
Working their way again into that third, into turn number 1 and 2. It's still Rhett Tucker. Tucker is the leader. Caston second. Thomas third. He wants it back. Parsons has fell back about 5 seconds to the leader. Lost a couple of links on these drivers' battle. Dodgson now the top 5. All of this transpiring with now closing in on 20 to go very soon. And there is only 13 cars on the lead lap. Meg Ronigal now behind the top 5 as they cross the line.
Yeah, right now, Dustin Scruggs in the 11's pit strategy is not going to pay off. Ted Wade in that 2 machine, not sure what happened to Ted Wade in that 2, now down in the 11th position. Tail end of this pack here, not what we were seeing out of that 2 here the majority of tonight's race. But looking at this battle right now, Ashley Dawson to the outside. Look at that, we jump back to look at that 2 machine of Ted Wade there. Wesley, not sure what happened there. Ted at the tail end of this pack now.
Cross the line. Another lap on the board. There is Caston, and he is second. And believe it or not, William, Caston is running down Rhett Tucker. He cut the interval from a 373 to now a 288 as they work their way to the line and growing in on that margin more and more. 285 at the line now. He is running down Rhett Tucker. And he's got 20 to go.
He's got 20 laps to go to get it done if he wants to get it done here tonight. Right now, the 99 machine says, I got 20 laps to get in victory lane. The 36 said, I got 20 laps to get that checkered flag from the 99 right now. Down the backstretch, down to corner number 3.
Working their way again to that corner into turn number 3. Hank Caston staying down to the inside. He has got that top spot. They're going to come to the line this time by. It'll be 19 laps to go. Rhett Tucker is the man that is out in front. It is still Caston. He is still faster. He is trying to run down Tucker. The interval is still closing in on that gap, if you will. Thomas to third, 4 seconds back. Dodson fourth, 6 seconds back. 6 seconds back is Parsons, your top 5. And they work the back straightaway.
Yeah, right now down the back straightaway. Right now things are still single file on the racetrack. Rhett Tucker still leading the way. Excellent shot here in the Azure 360 Racing Network. It looks like we have a driver that's Hank Caston on that 36, starting to experiment, if you will, with that top side coming off of 4 right now. 36 is very fast on the racetrack. Will he have enough laps to get the job done right now off of 1 and 2? 18 laps to go.
Yep, 18 remaining. Rhett Tucker is now better be patient because the 99 is going to be under attack by Hank Caston. I really think this. There's the interval. Look at him. And by the way, he is carrying Stephen Thomas with him as they come to the line. 17 to go. The interval closing lap by lap by lap. Caston and Thomas are running down the leader in the 36 as they work the backstretch.
Yeah, we saw this exact same thing in stage number 2 there, Wesley. Rhett Tucker checked out Hank Caston at 36 machine. All of a sudden, we turned around. He was right on the back bumper of that 99. All of a sudden, on that last lap, made a big pass, got by him there. I think the 36 showed us something there. Is that late end run in stage number 2? I think he's using that same strategy in stage number 2 here to end out this race, and it's seeming to pay off right now. That 36 machine trying to reel in Rhett Tucker and then a 99.
Working their way again around the racetrack. Again, it is pucker time. These drivers are right now sitting in 15 to go when they come to the line. It is Rhett Tucker. There he is. And there's second. There's Caston. There's Thomas. There's Dodson. 4th and 5th battling now. That is, of course, Scruggs and Parsons fighting at the line. Scruggs will now be scored 5th. 15 laps to go. This battle side by side. 11 and 20 to turn 1.
What a great run out of Dustin Scruggs, and that 11 machine went all the way down to about the 10th or 11th position. Now working all the way up through the grid once again. Now inside the top 5 off of corner number 2. Dustin Scruggs will snatch that position away from Parsons in that 20.
There's Thomas. That's Swim Motorsports. Sick With It Motorsports entry. Number 36 is right there of Caston. All these drivers just flip-flopping in the positions to try to get as much gain on the leader as they can. By the way, Caston has closed the interval to now 1 3/4 seconds on Rhett Tucker. Here's the deal. Does he have enough time? That's the question, William, and he can't use up his tires.
No, time is the most valuable thing in the world, most valuable thing in all of life here tonight, Wesley. And right now, time, I would say, is on Hank Gaskin's side. 13 laps to go. You're eating at that lap time, those intervals, if you will, here as we come off of corner number 2. It's not that you're running out of time here, Wesley. I would think, you know, with 13 laps to go, you have a bit of a cushion now to start just, you know, you get comfortable in this. You know you're catching them at this point, Wes. I'd say if you only had like 6 laps to go, maybe the window starts to shut. This is not how a lot of laps go. And each time he's eating that, you might have a lead.
Coming to the end of the thing now as we're got a dozen laps remaining here at Kentucky. By the way, don't forget, tomorrow night, set your servers and be ready to go on YouTube and Facebook, the NASCAR 360 Racing Network from Darlington Raceway. Tomorrow night, it'll be the NASCAR Triple M Pulling Truck Series. Coverage begins at 8:50 Eastern Time. We go green flag at 9 Eastern on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network with William, Tyler, and myself. I believe Cody Knott will be our producer. And man, oh man, no, Adam Flieger will be our producer, actually, because he does the Friday series. Right now, laps winding down. Rhett Tucker is the man. 1.3 seconds back. Caston is getting closer and closer and closer to the rear end of the 99. Does he got it? They're coming to the line. It is 10 to go when they come to the stripe here, William, off 4.
Yeah, like Neil Armstrong behind the wheel of that rocket that landed on the moon. Right now, Hank Gaskin is behind the wheel of a rocket of his own. You saw that thing just sliding off of corner number 4 right there. The 36 machine has that thing on rails, and I'm talking about rails that go around your Christmas tree. You bust out that choo-choo train, you let it go. Right now, Hank Gaskin, that 36 machine, is trying to let the ponies out of that engine here tonight. Let them gallop in second spot as we're starting to see this battle now start to take shape here with 10 laps to go.
All right, it's 10 laps to go. All the while, it is still Rhett Tucker. What a drive he's got. He's still holding on. We're in single digits now. They're working their way back to the back straightaway. Tucker, Caston, 1 and 2. And they work into that third turn. If someone wants to make a move to get after him, they better go now. Caston better drive all he's got. And now Ashley Dodson will move to the third spot as they come to the line, and 8 remaining here at Kentucky.
Yeah, as we're mesmerized by the drive of the 99 of Rhett Tucker, Ashley Dodson in the 3 machine. Great drive here tonight, up inside the top 3 here tonight. The 36 of Hank Gaskin, though, as we come off the corner, all of a sudden, Wesley, we took a look away, we took a look back. That lead is now way down into 3 and 4.
He's trimmed it down to now a second, if you will, over Tucker. Caston is now got his car in hindsight. It is bigger and bigger each lap in front of him. And I think Rhett Tucker knows it. I think he's saying, oh no, here we go again. Remember what happened at the end of stage 2 with about 3 laps to go, William? He reeled him in like bait on a Pulse Popper fishing hook, and he made his run on the leader to get around him to win the stage. Now this is for the payout window. Tucker has got 7, make it 6 to go, but Caston is coming in a hurry.
He is coming quick, fast, and in a hurry, and just like the days of the great Dale Earnhardt, right now the 99 looks in his rear view. He sees an all blacked out machine coming at him fast and in a hurry right now, and down into 1. Wesley, Hank Gaskin is a man on a mission off of 2.
Working their way again off the corner. They're going to come to the line this time by into the back stretch. It'll be 5 laps to go. Rhett Tucker, the interval it is now 3/4 of a second, now half a second. Can he get him? 5 to go at the line here at Kentucky as they go to 1.
As they go into corner number 1 right now, the battle for the lead is just getting smaller and smaller right now as we see the rest of the field exit corner number 4 right now. The 99 of Rhett Tucker. You see the 36 of Hank Gaskin. You see Ashley Dodson in the 3. 23 of Thomas as we're crossing the line now with 5 laps to go.
5 to go. Leaders now getting aggressive. Here comes Meg Ronigal and Newbert going at it for the top 10. Meanwhile, look at Caston.
Oh my
he
goodness,
has cut
Wesley.
it to a quarter of a second. It is now down to 0.25 seconds. One wrong slip by Tucker, and Caston's going to get him. 3 to go at the line. They go into turn number 1.
3 laps to go right now. Down to corner number 1 right now. Red Tucker in the 99 machine still on top of the grid. He has a fire right now from Hank Askin in the 36 machine. The 99 is probably wondering what the heck happened, as well as up here in the booth. It's just these two drivers right now here, down into 3 and 4. 4 laps to go. A battle for the lead.
Coming to the line, it'll be 3 miles remaining, 2 laps to go. Coming up here in just a few moments as these drivers cross the line. It is still now under 6 miles, 4.5 miles remain. Caston is now playing cat and mouse. Here, kitty, up on the outside. Caston, 0.25 seconds the interval. He's cut it to a quarter to the back stretch as they go to 3.
Hank Caskin is like he's talking to Tom Hanks on that boat. He said, I am the captain. Now the 36 machine of Hank Caskin to the outside is going to try to squeeze the 99 up there. The 99 is going to try to block the 36. Not going to be enough there as we're drag racing down to corner number 1.
Caston up on the outside lane. 3 miles left to go here at the Kentucky Speedway. Tucker continues to hold to the inside preferred line. Caston will go to the top shelf where Grandma hides the cookies from Grandpa. To the back straightaway. Caston cuts it to a half a car length. Now Tucker battles back. They go to 3 and they're coming for the white flag.
And they are side by side right now, inseparable, looking like twins. The Olsen twins crossing the line right now, down into corner number 1. 1 left to go, white flag in the air.
Side by side, door to door as they climb the bank and into turn number 1 and 2 for the final time. Tucker stays to the inside. Caston battles back one more time on the top shelf. They are still nose to tail. Caston smacks the wall. Tucker pulls away. 2 car lengths, 3 car lengths. Bye-bye. Red Tucker looking for the win on the slip by Caston at Kentucky.
Oh my goodness, Hank Caskin's race is going to end off of 2. Red Tucker in the 99 will win here at Kentucky. Big win. The 99 machine all but wins stage 1. Doesn't win stage 2, but wins the race here tonight in impressive fashion. A great drive out of the 99 of Red Tucker, who we thought was going to break into victory lane here pretty soon, and does just that here tonight.
I really believe that if Hank Caston would not have overdrove that car and smacked the outside safer wall barrier off of that second turn, we might be looking at a different outcome. Hell, we might have been looking at Tucker and Caston spun in the infield grass and Dodson pulling an upset win. But when Caston smacked the wall, William, that took it all the way. Here's a look at the replay presented by On the Pole. One more time. White flag, winner take all. Look at this battle.
We're going to watch this battle here on the last lap. Wesley, go ahead.
You've got Tucker on the inside. You've got Caston on the outside. You can already tell that he kind of overshot where he usually was running. He climbed out of the banking, lost the groove, smacked the safer barrier entering the second turn. And when he done that, he punched the ticket for Rhett Tucker. And Rhett Tucker, winner of stage 1, winner of stage 3. And those 2 drivers were probably the dominators here at Kentucky. What a way it comes down to the end for Rhett Tucker to pick up the victory.
Yeah, Wesley, you talked about how I went to a baseball game here today. Hank Caston in that 36 machine was probably feeling pretty good about himself, just like I did, putting some money on the New York Mets. But once the Mets went down 5-0, eventually I felt pretty bad about myself. And I'm sure the 36 machine of Hank Caston there coming off of 2, smacking that top side wall with the run and all the work and everything that he was putting into this drive here tonight. Gotta be disappointing, but one driver I know that is feeling himself is that 99 of Rhett Tucker here tonight, Wesley. Definitely showed us how to drive Kentucky.
And no doubt about it, he will be absolutely ecstatic when it's all said and done whenever we come back here for the post-race wrap-up, and I know you'll handle those interviews. As right now, let's take a look at the results, or we'll tell you the results as they stand at the end of tonight. Rhett Tucker is the winner here tonight in the 140 lap race over the top designs, 200 at Kentucky. Hank Caston second. Third place will go to Ashley Dodgson. Fourth will go to Dustin Scruggs. And right now, fifth will be awarded to Stephen Thomas. Ted Wade will finish sixth. Hunter Parsons, winner last week at Richmond, for seventh. Then it's going to be, of course, Kerry Tribune eighth. Adam Newbert ninth. And Jose Medina will finish William Tyler in the top 10 when it's all said and done here at Kentucky in the finish.
Yeah, rounding out our grid here tonight in the 11th position, we have Kyle Hess in that 86. 12th, Andrew McGonigal in the 94. 13th, we'll have Chris Blanchard in that 14 machine. 14th, we'll have Eric Thornton in that 5. We saw the issues out of Eric in that 5 machine here tonight. Gonna finish a bunch of laps down. See Burnett in that 44. Brian, our only caution, our first caution of the night there. Going to finish 15th. Michael Cunningham in that 9 is going to finish 16th. And David Duke, a winner here in this series, is going to finish 17th.
So the race, by the way, thanks again to NASRA race director TJ Moore, Adam Flieger on production. Of course, Brady LaBeouf is the president of the North American Sim Racing Association. And this race only saw 3 caution flags. Count them. That was it. 2 for the original stage breaks at 35 and 70, if you will, William Tiller. And then when it's all said and done, that multi-car accident around lap number 78. That was it. Other than that, a flawless race, an exciting race, a great race, a fuel mileage race, green flag pit stops. This event had it all. It did not disappoint as we wait to prepare to go to Darlington tomorrow night. William Tiller will take you to the house. He will handle the post-race wrap-up. I'm Wesley Outland. I'll be back with you guys tomorrow night at Darlington. We will step away and take our final timeout. When we return, post-race interviews. As again, Rhett Tucker holds off Hank Caston to win here at Kentucky. This is coverage of the NASRA Over the Top Designs Xfinity Series on the NASRA 360 Racing Network.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NASRA 360 Racing Network. We just saw an incredible drive being wrapped up with the 99 machine of Rhett Tucker. But it is time to catch up with our podium finishers here tonight. No better way to start off with a driver who was inside the top 3, top 5 for the majority of tonight's race. Ashley Dodson in that 3 machine. Take us through your race here tonight.
How you going, guys? How are we all?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty fun run, that's for sure. There's a hard battle in there. Just it was just a matter of keeping the momentum up, trying to kill your tires, and luckily enough, I was battling hard there with Hunter. He gave me a really good run, trying to keep me back there. But towards the end, I just managed to keep myself composed and finally get in that top 3 position.
Yeah, when you started to see the 99 of Red Tucker basically lay down incredible run here today, winning the stages except for stage 2, did you ever feel like you had anything for him? Did you have the car here tonight, or were you okay with a podium finish?
I felt good on the long run. I was watching the telemetry, but all my problems were at the start of the race. I wasn't turning my wheel nowhere near as much as everyone else, and I sort of just kept fading back. And then I'd get, like 15 laps in, and then all of a sudden I'd sort of get my groove right, and then I'd start picking off and running faster times in Rhett and Hank, and they were all the same. We're all looking at the delta, just watching each other bounce off from a tenth each lap. So, but towards the end there, when we got lap traffic and I kind of got shuffled back, I had nothing. I just sort of was complacent where I was.
Yeah, pretty strong run here tonight, though. Ashley, the 3 machine, like I say, consistently inside the top 5, top 3. Another great run. I know last week finished pretty good as well. How do you keep this momentum rolling throughout this season?
Oh, it's mostly at the moment, it's just trial and error. Like, I hardly ever raced Xfinity Series until I jumped on with these guys. Used the first couple to sort of figure the car out, and then I've done a couple of dumb things, like I tried my 2 tire strap just to see how that would unfold. But it's just trial and error and trying to pick up where you can be better at. I know what I need to be better at. It's just being more consistent.
Sure. Well, Ashley, you finished 3rd here tonight, and with that podium finish, we love to give you drivers the opportunity to shout out anybody you had watching here tonight, or any sponsors that made this race possible for you.
Just you guys yourselves, everyone in the broadcasting team, everyone over at Nazra who put this all together, and my team over at Primary Racing, the guys over there, Hank and all them do a great job with each other communicating the race.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for joining us here tonight. Ashley, 3rd place here tonight at Kentucky. Cannot wait to see you once again here next Thursday night in the Over the Top Designs Xfinity Series. Ashley Dotson in the 3 machine, 3rd here tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy. Hopefully I'll see you next week.
That was Ashley Dotson, our 3rd place finisher here tonight. But it is time to speak with a driver that I'm probably thinking that he wishes we speak to him last. But a scruffle with the topside wall off of 2 is essentially going to cost what was an incredible run out of the 36 machine of Hank Gaskin. Hank, I usually ask the question for drivers to break down their race here tonight. We know how this race played out. You were incredibly fast on the late ends of those runs. Stage 2, we just saw it there. How you feeling right now?
I feel like I want to cry, man.
Yeah.
Man, I had him going around that corner, and I just overdrove the corner like an idiot because I wasn't patient with myself, and I knew I was going to overdrive that if I would just stopped and thought, but I didn't, and I overdrove it.
Yeah, Wesley, my colleague up here, Wesley Allen, was talking about how he could tell right away when you went into the corner, you may have overdriven the corner a little bit, may have put you in an uncomfortable position. Do you think that's what may have happened there on the exit of the corner?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't like that high side to begin with anyway, so I didn't really practice it at all. I didn't know how much braking I needed when I went in there. I knew I needed quite a bit, but I didn't know when my throttle point needed to start to where I could really get on it to get a good exit. So I knew I needed a good exit, and I was hoping to clear him, but instead I hit the wall. And then I saw him overdrive the corner 3, and I was like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. But it wasn't good enough, apparently.
Yeah, going to be 2nd here tonight for Hank Caskin at 36 machine. And Hank, we talked about how he came up a little bit short here tonight, but what made that 36 machine so much faster on those? I'd say it's the very late end of those runs. All of a sudden, that 36 just was like a switch in that car, just sent it on rails.
It's just saving tires, man. I always try to save tires. And actually, that first stint, not to give Rhett too much credit, though, I didn't know how to take 3 and 4. And then once I got up to about 4th, I was watching him because he was just taking off. And I figured out that I needed to move up a little bit. So he kind of helped me in hindsight on taking 3 and 4. So maybe he does deserve to win.
Well, Hank, an incredible drive out of that 36 machine here tonight. Going to finish 2nd. Hank, you're starting to build some momentum, though. You're starting to get things rolling. So we'll see you again next week here in the Over Top Designs Xfinity Series. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But Hank, I know you wish you were in victory lane, but second here tonight, we still love to give you the opportunity to shout out anybody that you had watching or any sponsors on the side of that race car.
No sponsors, man. Just appreciate you guys up in the booth. Appreciate Brady, TJ for keeping us all in line, or attempting to keep us all in line, I guess. My teammates as well. Dustin is a huge help on the radio when we're running around here to help us with pit stops and show us things. So shout out to the primary racing team. And that's about it, boss.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time with us here. Hank Caskin, that 36 machine, going to come up just a little bit short here tonight, but we appreciate my man. Can't wait to see you next week.
Yep, bye. I'll see you then. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. And that was Hank Caskin, that 36 machine. But without further ado, it is time to be joined by a man who basically showed us how to drive Kentucky Speedway, wins stage 1, all of a sudden gets surprised in stage 2, but in that final stage of racing, slams the door on a Hank Caskin comeback, wins here tonight. Rhett, how'd you get that done? I believe we're being joined by Rhett Tucker in the 99. We'll wait momentarily here, Adam, for that 99 to join us. And Adam, I guess I'll bring you on to the broadcast here. What did you think about tonight's race as we're waiting for the 99 of Rhett Tucker?
If my mic picks me up here, I don't know if it does, hopefully. I think it went really well. Definitely a tough break there for the 36, who looked really strong all night, especially when he had the long green flag runs. Tough break to see him overdrive that corner entry and end up tagging that exit coming out. I know I've done it a few times. That seems to be one of the things I end up doing a lot. Is I just overdrive these cars. It's so easy to do, especially when your adrenaline's as high as what it is when you're running up here for first and second.
Yeah, right now here, that's our producer, Adam Flieger there. He's talking about that overdrive of Hank Caskin at 36 machine. Patiently awaiting the 99 of Rhett Tucker to join us here in the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. But as my colleague Wesley Outland was excitedly talking about there, do not forget to join us tomorrow night here for the Triple M Pulling Truck Series at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to also go like, share, follow all the good things of Nazareth Racing as well to stay up to date on every broadcast. Here we're live almost every day of the week, also with a podcast on Wednesday night as well. Well, Adam, I don't know if we're going to be joined by the 99 of Rhett Tucker here tonight, but I got to say it was one heck of a drive out of that 99. Of course, winning stage 1. Fast lap time here tonight was at 31.27. Let's see if he went ahead and bested that here tonight as we're waiting for him. Nope, still going to lock in with that 31.27. Pretty good run here tonight. Hank Caskin wins stage 2 with a 31.67, and then Rhett Tucker again wins the race here tonight, slamming a door on a Hank Caskin comeback. But for everybody here tonight at the Nazareth 360 Racing Network, myself, William Tiller, Wesley Allen, and our wonderful producer, Adam Flieger, we cannot wait for next week's race where we take on the great Speedway of Atlanta. We go to the ATL next week, and then we go to our All-Star break, which will be North Wilkesboro Speedway. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to be joined by Rhett Tucker in that 99 here tonight, but again, big congratulations to the 99 of Rhett Tucker snagging an impressive win here tonight at Kentucky. But again, thank you all of you for joining us here tonight. Cannot wait to see you tomorrow night, or if we don't see you tomorrow night, next Thursday night for another presentation of the Over the Top Designs Xfinity series here on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. Have a great night, everybody.